Just some thoughts about combustion cars in Canadian winters in case you're thinking of buying one. Be aware that combustion vehicles don't work in cold weather. The reason is gasoline and diesel vehicles are extremely complicated. I once had a tow truck driver tell me my battery was fine. It was just too cold to make fire in my combustion chambers. True story. Fuel has to be diluted with antifreeze at the refinery during the winter months, which lowers your fuel economy. In fact, winter can dramatically reduce the range of combustion vehicles by as much as 25%. And here's a kicker. You can't refuel at home and start out with a full tank every morning. So make sure you have enough fuel to make it to your closest gas station. There are only 11,000 of them in Canada, compared to the millions of electrical outlets readily available in homes and businesses. Some gas stations are not even open 24 hours. Those that are sell hot dogs and lottery tickets, both with fly excrement on them. Gas pumps don't work in extreme cold or when the power goes out. During evacuations, the stored fuel may run out at these stations even if the power is on. So might the hot dogs, without the flies. If someone farts the wrong way in the Middle East, your cost of driving could double within hours. You might not be able to afford that new set of truck nuts. Just be cautious with range. It's not like you can put an oil well on your roof. Fires are at least 20 times more likely in combustion vehicles, and be aware that combustion vehicles pose a high rollover risk. They don't have a low center of gravity like modern electrified vehicles. Combustion vehicle gas tanks are half as large in winter because in order to avoid rust from water vapor, it is advised to keep them at least half full. If your combustion engine breaks, it could cost $8,000 or $10,000 to replace. They're not modular like EV batteries. You can't just replace a small part of it if it fails. Gas and diesel vehicles are heavy and will collapse parkades. Many are heavier even than electric cars. Dangerous cobalt mined by slave children in countries like Canada and Australia are used in the refining of gasoline. This is bad for EVs too, of course, since half the lithium in the world comes from Australia, where child labor is rampant. There's simply not enough rare earth minerals for the continued manufacture of combustion vehicles. Copper and manganese are in very short supply, and only children can mine them because they have tiny hands. Soon the children will have to be launched into space to mine asteroids in order to get the minerals necessary for combustion cars. Just some thoughts to consider if you're looking at a combustion engine car as your next vehicle. Please argue in the comments.